All right. Yeah, my screen is really laggy. Maybe I should not stream at 4K. Darn. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm at 144 hertz 4K. Let's reduce that to 1080. Here we go. Oh, damn it. That sucks. Oh, we were good. Still kind of laggy though. I think it's okay. 1920 1080. Quality definitely sucks, but it's a little bit more responsive. Actually, oh, all right. Well, we're here. Hello, Cheese. Welcome to the stream. It was like 8 p.m. It's technically 9 p.m. right now, and I had a headache this whole morning, so I didn't do anything. And I wanted to stream this morning, but I didn't stream this morning, so the headache has subsided. And so I'm going to be streaming tonight. I finished the model. I had to add the shoes. There's a little bit of things missing if we compare to the actual model here. Missing this belt, some of the gold trims, and the buttons, but those can be added later. And right now what I want to focus on is rigging it. So I have the base. Once I have the base rig done, adding the trims will be really easy because I can just duplicate and like move it around. Yeah. Oh, the screen is very small. Ooh. Indeed it is. You are absolutely right. I wonder why. Okay, everything is actually screwed up. I'm going back to 4K. Right, hopefully this fixes it. It'll be a little laggy for me, but oh, so much more quality. But it's so laggy. Damn, alright. There we go. Everything's back, and I am on really good. I'm on 4K, but I want to increase the responsiveness of the screen. How do I increase responsiveness? I'm going to delete everything. Close everything. Where's my... Right. That's a little bit more responsive, yeah, okay. But anyway, so the things that we're missing right now are just, a bit of the gold ornaments. Obviously, I'm not able to make these patterns because there is not enough space or not enough pixel spacing, so I'm just gonna forego that. This ribbon is missing as well. Yeah, the hair will be done by Chris, so I'm not gonna touch the hair for now. We're just gonna work on rigging this, and gonna go and add a extra. Oh, we already have extras. Nice. Right, so we're gonna start here. It's called extra 1. So this one will be the skirt, because we're gonna start with the skirt. Right, and we're gonna divide this into 2 areas. We're gonna have the top area, which will follow the body, and then we have the bottom area, which follows the skirt rig. Really simple to do. So I will start off with just a quick bendy bone rig. Let's go from the center, add a bone, move it to the side, and let's just position it in the right place. Right, so this is about the height I need. I might also hide a few things because it's gonna be a little annoying if I don't. Like I don't need this arm. There's also just a lot of things in my screen right now, so I'm just gonna focus on skirt and jacket for now. Yeah, these are the only ones I really need to focus on because they give me the overall outline. So let's work on these. Right. So do I want an overall controller? No, I don't. I'm gonna work on one bendy bone setup right now. So I'm gonna call this what did I call it? Well, clothes top. I'm gonna call it top bendy bone underscore top dot bb, right? And then we're just gonna extrude the bottom downwards, duplicate, and then size individual origins over here. So here we have top bb head, here we have top bb tail, and then we're just gonna do. Do I have zoom on? I have to make sure I don't have zoom on, so I can Control Shift S. I don't have, so I should be able to just click this, Control Shift C. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna use a stitch to constraint. Hope it's connected, disconnected, and there we go. Nicely done. We're just gonna keep offset on this top one, right? And then we're going to add bendy bone. We're gonna go for 8 because 8 is always a good amount. Bone, Control Shift Alt S, decrease the size, and then set this to tangent and dot H dot what was it? Dot H dot T. Okay, and we're good. So we're gonna have to think and figure out how exactly we're gonna rig this. So how many controllers do I want, and how do those controllers affect each other? All right. So obviously we want one in the front at least, one here, and then one here, one here. I think honestly is that enough, or do I divide these controllers into one here, and then so we have total of 4, 5, 6 controllers. I think 6 controllers might be a good idea. I don't think I've ever tried a rig like this. I've tried a skirt rig, but it's not the ones I've tried before. I had to use each and every one of the flaps, and I'm not planning on doing that here because it's more like a. If we look at Ayaka skin here, it's not like a pleated skirt, so skirt doesn't go like this, right? So it's not like overlapping each other. It's connected, so it's more like a dress or a cloak. So I don't want individual controls for each and every one of these strands. That'll be too much. So we're gonna work on that overall thing. So again, I'm gonna select this, and this. Oops, wrong thing. Can move to the side. There we go. Like this. Boom. Put this back. Okay, so let us, and it also helps if there's no middle ones. I just put 3 in the front and back. See, so I also actually do that most of the time. I put 1 in the middle, 1 in the side, 1 in here, but I want to do a bit more, you know. So 1 here and 1 here is good, but then I don't have any control for this center point, and I want this to puff out. So you can see how it kind of puffs out, right? I want it to be able to puff out while maintaining this sharp edge, which is not something I can do if I only have 2 controllers here. But if I have 3 controllers here, that's also really annoying because there's just too much controllers. So I'm thinking of using weight painting, or, you know, vertex mapping, I guess is what it's called, vertex grouping, to kind of make a pseudo-automatic thingy. Anyway, did you guys see the rename window if I do this? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna batch rename this. I'm looking for bones. I'm gonna add a set name, add a suffix, and I'm gonna call this .l. I'm gonna use the left side. We're gonna do that. Alright, and now we're just gonna move this forward. And I do notice that, if I'm not mistaken, we do have the lattice here, don't we? Yeah, we still have the lattice, so I have to make sure I do this with the lattice intact. Problem is, do I have any shape keys? I don't have any shape keys. If I were to apply this lattice, does it... it's not exact, but I guess it's fine. Or actually, I have a better idea. I put the lattice before the armature modifier. So for now, I'm just going to turn off all of the lattice modifiers. There we go. And then once I put the lattice modifier after the armature, it'll be perfect. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to make it puff out so it looks a little bit more circular. If we look up, it's very square. And I don't like that, because in the original, obviously in the original Genshin model, it's much more rounded. So I'm trying to get that look with lattices. So if I just go here and re-enable the lattice, boom, you can see it kind of like, you know, it's just a little bit. If I did it too much, it would be, I don't think it'll look good. So we're gonna work with this for now. And I've already marked out that we want to start here. Great. We have an edge there, so we can use that as our guiding line. So I'm gonna go in, select both of these top things. I'm gonna go snap to edge so I can properly also move solidify. That way I don't accidentally move it to something else. Right, so snapping it to this edge. Oh, we also have subdivisions on, so we want to remove subdivisions because that just adds geometry and it'll snap in the wrong position. Right, so here we're just gonna snap it here. Can I do edge center actually? Yeah, edge center. So now it'll snap specifically at this edge. And we're just gonna go down and we're going to snap this as well to let's probably do it to this vertex actually. Vertex, not grid, vertex. It's gonna snap it here. That's a good shape, I think. Right, and then we're just going to duplicate, move it to the back. Yep. That's okay. I think that's okay, right? Honestly, we don't need this to be curved like that, so I'm just gonna rotate this like this and position you like this, because this one can be straight. Okay, and we're gonna select this one more time, and we're gonna duplicate, put it at here. And I notice it's not completely straight, so I'm gonna do that and align it to the world X. There we go. Now we can do snapping again. We're gonna do edge center. I'm gonna go right here. Why is it not snapping? Not snapping properly. Edge. Snap to the edge instead. Oh, weird. Why does it go all the way up? That is interesting. Oh, okay, because we were using what's it called, 3D cursor alignment. All right, anyway, so we're gonna go. Do we actually have a vertex? We do have a vertex. That's nice. So we're just gonna snap it to that. And it doesn't look good. So we're gonna go snap to vertex. Ooh. Whoa, why doesn't it work anymore? Oh, because I'm selecting multiple things. That explains it. Yeah, there we go. And then over here, you just snap this to this vertex, and then make sure everything is aligned. Okay. Perfect. So, there's the rig done. Or the bone placements at least. I do want to change this a little bit actually, now that I think about it. This might actually be better placed here. Right? Then we follow this. This might be slightly better. But okay, we have that. And I'm going to do some weight painting. We'll do some simple ones for now. Add 2. We're going to add BB torso. This is for the actual body. And I'm going to select all the ones at the top and just assign it here. And then everything else will go into the bendy bone. So we have 3 bendy bones currently. So I'm just going to take top, bb.l, and because they're all named the same, I'm just going to do this. Don't have to rename everything. Okay, now let's start with this one. This is 1. This is over here 2. And this one goes here. Oh, okay. So when we put a armature modifier onto this, make sure this is below the lattice modifier. I'm gonna add the solidify and the subdivisions again, and I'm just gonna go ch rig. So it kind of all lifts upwards for some reason. I wonder why. Is it because of you guys? Oh, it's because of the subdivision. Haven't reset the scales or the stretch for this, so let's just quickly do that. Scales, and okay, we're good. So now when we move it, this is what we get. Alright. It's alright. Perfect. And there's one thing. This might be useful for you, Cheese. So you might want to listen up here. So obviously it's not perfect. You know, before I actually tell you what the issue is, I'm just gonna quickly properly rig the whole thing. So this is halfway between the front and the side. So we're just gonna put this as 0.5 for this and 0.5 for this. But then now when we move it, right? There we go. And then the same thing here. We're gonna put this 1.5 for 1 and 2. So when I move this, it's 0.5, and I move this, it's done. And then over here, we're gonna put 0.5 for this back one, because I'm gonna flip it. I'm eventually gonna flip it so that we have, actually I'm gonna flip it now. Symmetrize, boom. So we have this, and then when I go here, I add a bb.r. Boop, boop. Right, so now everything works as expected. Perfect. Right, so one thing I want to say is this. So you can already see it here. Well, not okay. This is not actually the issue, but actually, why is this? This is not supposed to be an issue. Actually, wait, 1 second. This is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna set it. I have to set it manually, I guess. Did that work? Ooh, here it is. There we go. We have top.bb.l. Remove that. That should be great. Yeah, okay, now that works. Now, one thing is you see that it's not following the curve exactly over here, right? Now, this is gonna be a quiz for you, Cheese, because I'm assuming you're still here. Yeah, you're still here. So why do you think this curve is not following exactly with the bendy bone? I'll give you 1 minute to answer while I fix the reason. Auto normalize, make sure this is 0, and assign. There you go. And now this will fix it. Okay, it doesn't actually fix it. Why not? Oh, because this was not set. So this was not set yet. Yep. Now fixes it. Right, subdivision, correct. It is because of the subdivision, and I'll tell you exactly why. So, imagine this. Imagine this was. I'm gonna save this first. I'm just gonna delete it, so I can show you why this happens. Right. So there's all these edges. Now the reason this happens is because we have a subdivision modifier. So we added like a bunch of a bunch of vertices here. Now look at this, right? So if you look over here, notice that this vertex has a vertex group top bb.l001, right? So this is like to this bendy bone. What do you think happens if we subdivide this? It will actually take the average of the two neighboring vertices, sorry. So this one is on the bendy bone, but this one is on the torso bone. So this one actually takes half of the torso and then half of the bendy bone, which causes it to, go in between. Right? And the way you fix this is by loop cutting really close. Right? You loop cut really close. And then over here, you have to make sure that when you go set your vertex groups, if you notice right now, it is the same thing, but we have BB torso as well. So it's taking 50% of the torso weight. All you need to do is select the whole edge, go to BB torso, make sure you have auto normalize on, weight 0, assign, and then this will fix it so that it's so that all of this. So now, right, if you look at here, it's 100% on the bendy bone, and over here it's also 100% of the bendy bone. So when we subdivide this, this will also be 100% of the bendy bone. Right? You have to make sure that when you do this, the upwards bending and the bottom bending are actually the same, or like continuous, you can say. So this might actually be an issue when we start bending this. So let's see what happens if we bend the torso. Right? It's an issue, and the reason it's an issue is because our thing isn't actually bending with the body. So I have to figure out a way to make it bend. But if you don't want to do that, you can always just delete the edge, and then it's gonna be kind of okay, right? Because I don't like this anyway, I'm planning on making a correction factor for the rig. But anyway, enough of that. Let's figure out a way to fix this, because we now have the rig. So the thing we have to do here, I actually want to only see the body if possible. Body tweaks, bendy bone, and then I also want to see this. But here's the bendy bone. I'm also gonna delete this driver and then see this. We bend this here, and I'm gonna make sure I can see the bendy bone. This is how you study up on how, or this is how you like, this is how I specifically try and make new systems. You always study it first. So we are going to go to bendy bone. So now we can see the bendy bone. I'm going to make it smaller so it's a little bit easier. I'm also going to hide half of these bones because we don't really need all of the bones. And so, this is what we need. We need all of these controllers. Also, they're not actually straight, so I'm going to straighten them out. There we go. So, we need all of these bones to follow this. And how are we going to do that? I want to parent, or not parent, oh yeah, technically parent. I want to parent this bone so that it follows this bone. So let's try that. But I want it to follow the bend specifically. I'm going to try a copy. Should I try copy transform? Let's try copy transform transformation. I'm going to go here. We're going to select this bendy bone, obviously. And then we're going to switch this from before original to local with parent and then local space. So now, right. Does that work? No, it does not work. That's wrong. Another one I guess you can do is to use an armature constraint. Let's try an armature constraint. So we're going to add a target bone and we're going to use CH rig and we're going to specifically select this bone. So now when we rotate, ooh, here we go, right? So this is a possible way to do this. So let's try and add that to all of these bones. Boom, and see if that works. Ooh, it doesn't work perfect. Oh, obviously because I didn't flip it to the other side. Let's flip it to the other side, see if it works. Symmetrize. Look at that. If I hide this and we only look at the deformations, it's almost perfect, right? I think this is pretty good. To the side as well. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm just gonna hide all of these so I can see only the mesh. But yeah, I guess the only issue is we have this texture deformation, which I'm gonna fix by increasing the mean crease. And there we go, look at that. So now we have continuous bending, but then we also get to use this. Ooh, here's an issue, look at that. I don't like that. Just for that, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the corners, right? I'm gonna set the corners to 100% bending bone torso, so that when we rotate this, it doesn't affect the corners. Yeah, there we go. Still a little annoying that this gets affected though. Ooh, yeah, that's not the best. One thing you can do is, I guess, just move this upward so we have a bit of wiggle room. Can we? It's not that good. But I guess I'm not gonna be using this movement too often. I'm mostly gonna be using this. That's okay. Because this is fine. Yeah, look at that. So I guess as long as I never use these controllers, which I rarely do, if I do, it's still okay actually, even if I do. Yeah. Right, so that works. And I think that's basically it, right? I guess we could use a few extra controllers to move this. I'm gonna do that. Duplicate and then size them individually over here. Then flip it so that we only select these bones. Oops, Control I to flip it. So now we select these bones. I'm gonna hide. Deselect these bones, right? So we only have these bones, and I'm just going to, oops, report. Hide them. There we go. Oh. That's it. Yeah, hide them. So now we're left with these bones. These bones will be the controllers. I'm not gonna rename them honestly, so I'm just gonna parent keep offset. Parent keep offset. Parent keep offset. So now Ooh, here's an interesting thing. These guys are not allowed to have this constraint. Because if they do... Yeah, okay, there we go. So these guys aren't allowed to have that constraint. Because we still need this to be in this position. But I needed to follow the bend at least. So it's visually correct. I should probably ask someone this question because I don't actually know how to do this. I'm gonna hide half of these. Help. So I'm gonna ping entertainer. I'm gonna ping blue. Guys, what function could you lead me? Point me in the right direction. Right? I need these green bones to visually follow the transformation, but they will still stay in the same position at different points. Okay, could you put me to the right direction? I need these green ones to visually follow the transformation, but they will stay in the same position. But they don't but they don't actually get post, but they don't actually follow the bone. Any idea? I know someone's done it before, so we'll ask that to those guys. But now this works. Okay. Holy, shouldn't have done that. Hide, 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 and hide. Alright, we got it. So now that we have this working, we need to add the next layer, which are these. And okay, here's the nice thing is because this never actually reached the torso, we don't need this to follow the torso at all. Just gonna add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go this bone. Paste, 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 and then paste R. Paste, paste, and now we only need to do half. Ooh, but the annoying part actually for this one specifically is that I actually mirrored it in the backside. So I actually have to apply the mirror modifier. Cool. There we go. Oh, no. Duplicate the mirror modifier first and split the X and Y's. So this will be Y, this will be X, and this. Oh. Now we can do this, right? So here, this will obviously be, if we look at this mathematically, right? Because this is in between these two bones, they will have 0.5. Turn off auto normalize. Right, so 0.5 on bb.l would also mean 0.5 on bb.r. I did not put the armature modifier yet. Armature modifier, CH, there we go. Right, it works. Next, we're gonna have to do this one. This one is in between these two. And so here's the trick I use. I know this is going to be 1 because this is directly on the bone. So if I put this as top BBL1, this would automatically be the average of these two. Now notice that this is 1 and then this is 0.5. What's in between 1 and 0.5? 0.75. So we're gonna go and set this to 0.75. Right. And once we do that, oh, also you have to actually counteract it with 0.5 because they always have to add up to 1, right? So make sure you always add the other one. So here it's gonna be 0.5. And now when we move this, let's turn off the mirror. Look at that. Perfect. There's this issue obviously, but that's because we have not done this. This is also going to be one of those 0.75 ones. So we're going to go top bb.l. It's going to be 0.75. And then this one's going to be 0.25. Right, and then this will be halfway. We're going to put 0.5, 0.5. Boom. Boom, and I'm going to speedrun doing all of this because I know how to do this. This is going to be full 1. Right. And this is going to be 0.5, 0.5. This is gonna be... Ooh, wait, did I say 0.5, 0.5? Yeah, this is 0.5, 0.5. And then this one is 0.75, 0.25. 5. This one is this is full. This one is 0.5, 0.5. And then this one is 0.5, 0.75, 0.5, 0.25. 0.75 on db.l and then 0.25 on db.r. Boom, and then everything now it should be correctly. There we go, look at that. Look at that rig. Oof. It's obviously a little bit broken because I want to put the solidify in front of the armature. Or do I just not need to solidify? I don't want to solidify. There we go. Much better. I don't like the look of that actually. Can we turn off subdivisions? This looks tricky. It does look a little tricky, but you know, if you do the math right, you'll be fine. Because now you can move. Now I can move. Okay, let me just turn off. There we go. So I can move this to make, you know, this will move forward, but I can still move it forward using this. Yeah, and now I can make the skirt puff out a little bit by moving these two forward. Rotate this slightly. Right, so now when I take a look at this, move BB in this one, right? So we go up. Now I can make the skirt look round, or the jacket, or whatever this is. There we go. See, look at that. Perfect. Oh, that is so nice. Puffs up. The issue still comes here though, because this does not look right. And I'm assuming it's obviously because there's too much subdivisions. Also, maybe the subdivision should come after the armature modifier. Ooh, look at that. There's an issue here. Honestly, the issue is because you have a vertex crease. There we go. Nice. Everything's nice and smooth now. Okay, perfect. I think I can add another subdivision modifier though before this, just to make... There we go. Ooh. Yeah, just to make it a little bit round. And then we add this. Okay, wait, remove this once. There we go. Now it's much better. Okay, this takes a little math, but it's all about the distances, right? That's all you really need to know. 0.5, 0.5 because it's in halfway point between these two bones, and then this one is 75, 25 because it's closer to this bone than it is to this bone. But this bone still affects it slightly. So if I were to just turn off the X thing, right? Notice how when I move this bone is this part of the mesh is also moving, and I want that because I want to be able to twist this, so that when I twist this middle part goes outwards, and it's very important for me. But anyway, with that done, we can now move on to just actually, before we do that, the most important part for me is I need to drive these with a very specific driver, because I like to be able to control the curve easing with a controller. So we're just going to add a driver. Edit the driver. I'm going to open up the driver editor. Driver, there we go. Ooh, what's this? Do these work? Really? Okay, this one obviously doesn't work. This one doesn't have anything. This one has an issue. I don't know why that's an issue. No longer an issue, so... Yeah, this is just 0, so... Wrist visibility. Ah well, doesn't really care. We're gonna focus on... What is it? CH rig. Collections, all foot tweak, blah blah blah. I'm looking for this. Ease in out. Ease out. Can I just search ease? There we go. Ease out top BBL. So let's select this bone. Boom. We're gonna go for average scale, and we're gonna go local space. And the reason I do this is so I can just change this. Is this the right one actually? Let me copy the driver, delete it, and then paste it here. And set this to 0. Okay, this is the one, right? This is... Nope, this is not the one. Nope, that was correct. I think it was right. Okay. And I'm just gonna add subdivision, so there we go. Now it looks a little smoother. I can probably do a bit more. I'm also gonna remove the vertex crease. So when I rotate it, it is very smooth. Nice. And then I can do the same thing. Actually, I don't really need to do the same thing here because, like, maybe one here. Yeah, just so that it kind of matches up. And I'll do one more here. Yeah, so we have the same control points, or like the same edges, so that they never overlap. See how that sometimes, you know, your bottom mesh will go over your top mesh if you're not careful with how you subdivide. So like, for example, if I put this up here, there's a chance it could go over. Like, that really it's very hard to explain, but it's really dependent on what kind of bend you're doing and how the mesh was rigged. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this so that all of them are matching, right? Almost matching, right? It's not exact, but it's close enough, and this will minimize the amount of overlap we get. Right, nice. I'm gonna hide the bones. Now, oops, someone's knocking on my door. Alright. Here's a bottle if you want. Alright. You can drop in my door if you're done. Alright. So, now that we have that done, oh, this is not parented. Let me just make sure. Symmetrize this then. There we go. Just select these bones. And it will symmetrize. There we go. Nice. Ooh, here's an issue. Look, see, there's an issue there. If I look here, it's not exactly lined up. So we're gonna line them up. We'll try our best to line them up as close as possible. Okay, and it's still an issue actually. Oh, I have no idea why it's an issue. Because you guys are. Oh, you just lined up perfectly? Maybe that's why. Alright, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna move you back a little bit. I'm gonna move this a little bit back. There we go. Much better. Okay. Right, now all that's left is just to continue rigging. So take these. Oh, also want to test one thing actually. Yes. Anything else? Bye. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to check on was the lattice, because the lattice actually made it puff out a little bit, and I want to see how it looks. It seems that it's okay, because as long as we put the lattice before the armature modifier, that means whenever we move. So wait 1 second before we do that. Move the solidify. Oh, no, solidify has to be the end anyway, yeah. It's okay. You as well. Solidify, put you at the end. Boom. And we have issues with this, so I'm just gonna not that one. Individual origins, size 0.59. Then yeah, right, so this is okay. Everything looks fine. If I remove the lattice, it's like this. If I put the lattice in, it's gonna be like this. This is not bad. I don't see any issues at the moment. An issue could pop up later, but right now it's fine. This is the base position, and when I rotate these controllers, nothing out of the ordinary is happening, so that's good. Okay, so let's go back to. Actually, before all of this, I should probably just move some of these bones to their hidden location. So remove. And these bones will be moved into the hidden category, so I don't have to see them ever again. And yeah, unhide, and we have this. I'm gonna keep you because I actually still need you, because we're gonna do some driver mapping. Right, so let's just do this quickly because this is kind of boring. Scale this down. And we're just gonna copy and paste. Paste it, paste and paste. And the only thing we need to change is just the bone that is pointing towards. Okay, we're done. Now we just do this. Change this to bottom 2. I know because the name is right here. This one as well. Point what? This was point R. This one is also R, but it is 001, and then this is point R002. R.00. Okay, now when we rotate and we scale this, we can control that. Very nice. Second. This always approaches 0. I'm gonna save first so I can undo this. Quite interesting. What happens if this goes negative? It just does that, which is fine, I guess. What if this goes... I kind of want to control this too, but I don't know how to control this. Because I'm never going to be moving that bone specifically, right? So it's going to be a little tricky. But I think for now this is fine. So we've done all the rigging. Now we just need to weight paint everything. Right, let's just give it a test. I scale this, I can move it up, I can scale this down. So if she maybe she's running, I can move this backwards. I can flap with the wind. Right, let's move on to this. This is a little tricky. We have a lot of stuff here. Now this is going to be a problem. Well, not a problem, but this is going to be a very, very interesting thing. Now, Cheese, if you're still here, this is one place where I would allow you to use weight painting, because we have a lot of vertices, so it's going to be a little bit more complicated. But because I'm a math nerd, I'm going to use math. Right, we're going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because they're why we try to simplify the amount of bones we have. We don't have to do a lot of math. Boom, boom. All right, let's start with the backside. This is the easiest one, so we're just going to go 0.5 here. All right, and 0.5. Oh, wrong one actually. It's 0, 1, 0, 1, and then we know this one specifically is full 0, 1. All right, so now we just need to find the in-between points here. We have 2 points on a... So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're dividing by 4. This is 0. This is 1 over x, or 1 over... Yes, 1 over x. This is 2 over x, and then this is 3 over x. Because we know this has to be 1, that means 3 over x is equal to 1. That means x is equal to 3. That means this becomes 1 over 3, and this becomes 2 over 3. So let's do just that. So we know that this is 0.5, and then this is 0. This is 1. So this has to be a third of this value. I think. No, sorry, it has to be 2/3 of this value. Oh, no. Oh, no, my brain. No, this is not it. Made a mistake. My bad. This is actually 0.5, not 1. So it's actually... oh, hello, Trilogy. Indeed, we are making Ayaka. Right, so this, what was I said? This was 1. This is 1 over... This is 1 over x. This is 2 over x. And then this is 3 over x. 3 over x is actually 0.5, not 1, because, you know, we set this weight as 1. So that means it's 3 over 6, meaning this is 1 over 6, and then this is 2 over 6. Yes. Yes. Oh wait, no. This is 0 here, not 1. There we go. Okay, so we have 1 over 6, and that's specifically for the right side because this is 0 for R, not for L. For L, this is actually 1, so we have to flip this actually, but it's okay. So we're gonna put this as 1 over 6 for BBR01, and then this is 2 over 6, which is just 1 over 3. Wait, no. 2 over 6. Yeah, 1 over 3. Boom. And then we're gonna just do 4 over 6 for L. And then we're gonna do what is that? 5 over 6. Boom. And now when we move it, it's not moving yet because I haven't put the armature modifier. the armature modifier. Boom, move this before the lattice, move the solidify here. Okay, and then now when we rotate this, it works. Yeah. And it's working smoothly as well, you can tell. Wait, no, let's remove that. There we go. There we go. See how smooth it is? It is very smooth. Okay, cool. So that works. Now we just have to repeat this process for every single one. Right, this one, I don't know, did I put a vertex group on it? I did, by accident. To make this, I can auto-normalize sentence to 1, put this on BL. Right, and then this is going to be 0.5, so we're just going to put 0.5 of this. Turn off auto-normalize. Okay, and then I got this, and then we know these guys are going to be 1 complete for this. We have this, which is 0.75 for this, and then 0.25 for this. Actually, I'm gonna do this as well. This is 0.75, and then here we have 0.25. Right, and then this back one's gonna be 0.25 for the other one. And then this is gonna be 50-50. 50-50. And then this will be in between those because we only have 1 controller, right? Yeah, we only have 1 controller. Thank God. Right, so for this one, we're gonna go. So this is 1, and then this is 0.5. There has to be 0.75 for this. 0.75 sine, and then this will be 0.25 sine. Okay, let's just do a double quick check to see if everything. Oops! Whoa! What am I pressing? Control, what's the button for this? Oh no. Control Shift Z. No, Control Alt Z. No, what? What's the button to change modes? This one. Alt Z. Okay, it's just Alt Z. Okay, let's just make sure this works. Okay, this is working fine. We have a little bit of an issue because we missed 1 spot right here. We missed this spot. This has to be here, 0.5 here, no, 0.75. Okay, so that works perfect. Nice, and then this one also works good, and we just haven't done this yet. So this one's a little tricky. So here, this is exactly in between here and here, I would say. So this would be 0.75 for L and 0.25 for this one. And then this one over here, I'm gonna do a little cheat. I'm gonna do a little cheat code. I'm just gonna dissolve it and do this. I'm gonna move it and scale it down. There we go. No issues. And then Blender will do the math for me. So this is working mostly. Stretching a little bit, but that's as expected. And this one will move like this. Gonna move like this. Okay, everything works. Let's check here. Everything work fine here? Yep. It is working quite all right. We'll check on the side. Ooh, okay, so we have a little bit of it's going inwards here. So what it's still a little annoying, so I'm just gonna move this outwards. There we go. Okay. Pretty good. Next up are these ones, and these are gonna be easy. I just need I should do this first actually. This one's also pretty easy. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. 1, 2, we need 3 actually. L. I'm gonna put this on L, set it to 1, and then this will be BB underscore torso. Flip it like this, and let's see what it looks like now. We don't have the armature modifier. Yes, put the armature modifier in. Put that CH rig, and let's move it. Okay, it is moving. Not exactly, because this we're gonna put over here, and then this top one will go to BB torso. Here we go. There we go. Here's that issue, right? Or is that an issue? I don't know if that's an issue with the thing or not. I'm gonna make this 1.2. There we go. Easy fix. Right, and it's important that these guys have the same. Yeah, they're aligned. All right, so perfect. They're perfectly aligned. Oh, not perfectly aligned, but they're like mostly aligned. Okay. Next, her vest. I'm gonna bring this as well, just so I can match things. Right, we're just gonna add. You are all going to be BB torso. BB underscore torso. Okay, then we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And L. Boom, boom. Okay, so this is obviously going to be L. Oh, actually, this one will be L, but then this one will be 0.5 L. So we're gonna go 100% L here. And this is gonna be 0.5, 0.5. 5L, 0.5R. This is gonna be 50-50. So it's gonna be 50% L front and then 50% L side. It's the same here actually. 50% L side, 50% back L. And then this one is 50% back L. 50%, oh, sorry, not front. 50% back L, just 0.01. And then 50%. Okay, and we check to see if this works by adding an armature modifier. Using it for the lattice. And oh, okay. It works for now. I have a feeling that it might break soon because it's not the same topology. Let's make sure that it works on all instances. No overlap. Oh, here's overlap. Aha. Honestly, this back one, I'm just gonna put torso. Auto normalize. Let's put it on the torso because it's never gonna go. Well, we don't really care if it bends outwards, right? I see this as well. So yeah, these guys will actually bend the torso because I don't really care about them. Right, these ones, I do care a little bit about it. Right, but yeah, there we go. Very nice, very nice, very smooth. I like it. But I do want this to be affected a little bit, so we're gonna change this from being completely BLL or BBL. We're gonna change that from 0.1 to maybe like 0.8, and I'm just like, you know, eyeballing it here, so I'm gonna put 0.2 like this. So now when I move this, I move a little bit of the right side too, and I actually want that. I like that feature, right? And then this also moves left because, you know, your clothes are connected. It's better if you do that way. Okay, so that is done, and I want to do this bottom part. The bottom part's a little easy. 1, 2, 3, 1. BB underscore torso. Dot, dot, dot. BB underscore torso. Okay, so make sure all of this is parented to the torso. And also, I want you to be straight. 0, and then move you up so you're aligned with the rest of the pupils. Right? You're also going to be that. So if I were to armature modifier, right, we're bending it now, doesn't move anywhere because I didn't set it yet. 5, don't normalize. 1, 2, 3. R. Okay, now L. Front. Here, L half. Oh shoot, I didn't. There we go. And then L half on the side. 0.5 front. Side. Here. Here. And here is half of this one, half of the other one. Okay. Working on some character acting animation. Ooh, interesting. Very exciting. Uh-oh, we have the issue, and that's because we don't have enough cuts here. So, I'm going to re-enable the subdivision modifier to make sure that the cuts are equivalent. Do 2. And there we go. See, it is almost gone. Still have a little bit on the side here. Not sure why this little side one appears. But actually, this is going to be the same reason. I'm going to use the same reasoning I had for the just underneath. Because I don't really care about these back parts, they're never going to be seen by the viewer. I don't care if they're just in torso. I'm just going to auto-normalize, and then these back ones delete all their other things. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm not going to see this, so I don't really care about that. Okay, so now let's just check from the side. It works, but of course we have a little bit of an issue here. That's because, well, actually, I'm not sure why this one has an issue, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, let's take a look at... Okay, obviously it's because of this. So we have a cut here. We need to make sure there's a cut there as well for this one. Boom, right there. And I have to make sure I know where this cut is going. It goes here. I'm gonna open this. Make sure this cut goes down here. Okay. Now, it's still not lining up perfectly. I'm just going to cheese it a little bit by making this 1.1. Nope, that doesn't solve the issue. How do I solve this? Why exactly is this happening? Is because this is not perfect, right? I'm assuming that's why. Go here. Right, so this is over here. Let's find out actually what that value is. 0.75, 0.25. Alright, cool. Now that I know that. 0.25, 0.75. This is why you have to be mathematically correct sometimes. It still doesn't work. Why not? Because we have this. This part here is forced to be that. So I'm just going to move this like this. And then this will be... Move this, put 1 here, we're gonna put 0 here. This one as well. Actually, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna remove everything here. Make everything BB torso for now. This is also BB torso, yep. And this one, we're gonna remove BB torso from this. Remove BB torso from this. We're gonna put top BL1, top BL. Right? And we don't have anything else. Yeah, there we go. Now we have it. It's perfect. Oops. All right. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Oh, you did pretty fast. How long have I been streaming for? Didn't expect to finish it that fast. Streamlabs says I've been streaming for not even an hour. I finished the rig in an hour. Woohoo! Oh, that's nice. Here's an issue. Ooh, this isn't actually moving with the forward one, so we're gonna have to add that 0.5. There we go. I'm assuming this is correct. That's okay. Okay, and we're just gonna add a little bit more solidify here. Make this 0, so it puffs outwards. Okay, and we turn off wireframe mode. Boom. Oh, I just realized something. Wait. I noticed that this is by default 1, which is wrong. I want it by default 0. Yeah, there we go. That's why everything was looking a little bit puffed out. Well, more than usual anyway. Copy driver, paste the driver here. Boom. I'm gonna go here, make sure this is R. Copy this again. There you go. I knew something was wrong here. I had a feeling. Okay, now this now is the normal pose, and then when I move it out, it looks okay, and then I can scale it up to have more, like, you know. There we go. Okay. So that's the basic rig done. I'm assuming it's already, because I have an armature modifier. Yeah, it's already connected to. Now I just need to copy. I need to make sure all of these are parented to the torso or the body bone. Keep offset. Oh no, I can't do that. Wait, my bad. Because I can't. I have to parent these bones actually, not that one. Turn off hidden bones, and I want to turn off the bendy bones as well, because I cannot see anything. Boom, and then we select these bones, and those to this. Boom, and now it works. Haha. Oh, we're missing a few things actually. We're missing this top part, which is it's a simple BB torso. Okay, and you as well. This top part is BB torso. BB underscore torso. This bottom part, though, requires 4 groups. We need here we go. Nope, not this one. Here we go. Okay, let's just quickly do this one now. This is a little difficult because it's not exact. So this one is like, real eyeball it. It's approximately like, I would say this is like a 60-40, 70-30 split, you know? 70-30? What are you thinking? I think it's a 70-30. So we know this is 0.5, and we know this has to be 1. So, you know, 70% of 0.5 is, let me get a calculator. Well, I don't have a calculator, so I'm gonna use my phone. Alright, let's go. Calculator. Right, so we need to get 0.75 times 0.5 is 0.35 plus 0.5, 85. Right, so this is 0.85 to this bone, which is BBL001. So this is 0.85, which also means that it is 1 minus that for the other bone. Right, and then this one, you know, this is like 0.5. This is like about in the middle as well, so I would just give it another 0.75, 0.5 split. This is 0.75 and 0.5. Right, and then this middle one is easy, just 0.5 for this, and now let us try move this. Oops, haven't put the armature modifier yet. Woohoo, we're right. There we go, look at that. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh, it's because of this, isn't it? Oh wait, 1 second. I have to make sure that it actually has a... Alright. Yeah, this is really annoying. Turn off solidify, turn off subdivisions, I guess. Let's look at this, right? So we need one specifically that goes through here. So I'm gonna add that for this side, and then we know this goes completely to BBL001. I'm gonna set auto normalize and make sure this goes here. So then it kind of goes like that, but it's not perfect. So I'm gonna have to make sure I go here, move this over like this. That's how I have to do it. Right, it's kind of okay. Where does this go again? This is 0.85, so it's actually supposed to go a little closer to the left. And at some point, you know what, screw it. We're gonna do this the easy way, and we're just gonna move it forward. Yeah, there we go, much better. It's not perfect, that I guess I can like live with this. Or, I have an idea. I can make it flap out a little bit. It's not, yeah, it's still not perfect. Okay, I don't like this, actually. Dissolve that edge. I'm just gonna move it outwards. You know what? Another solution is just to make sure that this is not long enough to do that. Okay, and then we just set these guys as 100% BBL. 100% BBL, please. There we go? Question mark? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Solidify as well. Okay. That was a little annoying. We got it through. Now when I move this now, it works really nicely. And I'm just gonna make sure you also have torso. And we set the armature. Yep. This one doesn't actually need to have a thing, so I'm just going to compare it to the chest. There we go. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I don't like that. Why does that happen? Ooh, okay, I know why that happens. Because our lattice is in front of the armature when it's supposed to be behind the armature. So that is very important. If anybody wants to know why, you can ask, but it's a little bit complicated. But the order of your operations are always important. So, you know what? I'm just gonna explain it anyway. So the reason why we put the lattice modifier before the armature is because this is what the lattice modifier sees. It sees this. If I put the armature modifier before the lattice, this is what it sees. But the problem is the lattice is over here. And it's like, where's the mesh? The mesh isn't there. That's why you put the lattice modifier before the armature modifier, in this case specifically. Because what happens is the lattice will deform the mesh and then it'll pass it on to the armature modifier, which moves it and bends it. Right. Oh, I didn't have the YouTube on. Right. So, next up is... well, since Prismarine really only needs to do the textures, I can rig the hair. Wait, let me... Is it the armature constraint, child of constraint? Don't use... No, it is not parented to anything. I just want it to visual... Oh, wait, I mean... The bendy bone handle is using the armature constraint, but these controls are the... these controls are different. They are like FK controllers for the bottom panels. But, you know, when you bend, these guys stay in position. Or else the bottom controllers. So I want to just visually keep them up. I could actually use the bone shape and slide downwards, so they are positioned at the handles, which don't move anywhere. Okay, I need to ask Prismarine at Prismo. At Puts. Are you okay with me rigging the hair and hands? I already have it on model. Then you can send me finished textures. Unless you are adding extra model pieces. Alright. Then hopefully he's awake, and he should be awake, right? Anyway, we've done that. Now we can do the extra bit, which is this. I'm kind of excited because I mean it's just gonna be more bendy bones. Let's be honest, more bendy bones, but I can make it a little bit interesting, right? So let's try this out. So this one's obvious. It's gonna be rigid bone, and then it's gonna be tail of a bendy bone. Start with the easy one. I'm gonna go extra 2. Oops. On the wrong bone, or... A bone. I'm going to use its center. Okay, I'm going to use vertex. Okay. We'll go right there, and then we're gonna this. Okay, and here I'm going to use a semi or like a half bendy bone model. So we're gonna use 8 here, and then we're gonna go and I'm gonna call this what is it called? Elet tail. Just use that. Oh, also. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna give you a bendy bone. Right, here's a really cool thing you can do. You can use it. Oh, that? Yeah, this is correct, right? So, I am in tangent. I'm gonna use this as the tangent for the top one. Oh, right, and then I just rotate you. Look at that. So we can do this, and then I'm gonna set the ease out to -1, so it's always pointing in this direction. Right, so this way I don't have to use handles, and I'm never gonna be stretching this because it's a rigid rig. So here, I'm just going to add that URN. Okay, specifically has to add tail.b. I have to make sure I keep my naming conventions. DB, and then go back here, underscore, assign, and now we just add an armature modifier. Perfect. Now we have this, and if I ever want to control, actually, it might actually be a little bit useful if I had a handle, but no, I'm not gonna add a handle. I'm gonna do this, and because this is good. This is more than enough, actually. Okay, and then here we have, we at least have the top one. So I'm gonna move you a little bit back. There we go. And then this is, yeah, that's technically vision, but I'm gonna keep all the hamlet. Right, and honestly, for these ones, I don't actually need this to be, you know what, no. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Armature modifier. EH. Select everything, make sure everything has the same armature modifier, and then we're just going to test this. Ah, look at that. Perfect. So now we have like this thing that can blow behind her back. There's no point in having too much control for this because it's just a little, you know, thingy, right? It's pretty good, I would say. And we're gonna use the same thing to do the bow ribbons. Let's put this in. Duplicate, move it up. And I guess like individual origins to rotate it to the side. Okay, and here I want to try use the ease in as 0. So when I rotate, okay, ease out, it's 1. Okay, ease out doesn't actually have anything. God. Okay, so here I'm gonna duplicate and review the increments. I'm gonna call this. What do I call this? Bow. Yeah, let's call it bow. Specifically, the bow handle. Is in 1. And I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna make this -1. Boom. So now when I it rotates really weirdly. Oh, never mind that. Wait, can I not put -1 on this? I can, but it looks really off. It's really awful. Ease out. Oh, okay, ease out had to be -1. And ease in can be 0. There we go, got it. Then, doesn't matter where I put this. Put one on Izin. Oh, I can't put this on one. Understood. Okay, I do this, and then I just move you guys down here. And I have to make sure that you are in right position. Right there. Actually, no, that was fine. Yeah, something like this, and then we're just gonna duplicate this, rotate this down here. Okay, we're gonna have to duplicate this as well, and give you another one. Bow. Here's one. Ah, it's not copying these. That's why. -1. Okay, so this is going to be bow. Specifically, going to be 1. Dot L as well. Forgot. Oh, not go. Go. Alright, you as well. Dot L. And then you are bow. Handle dot L. Oh, actually, you're. What? And you're. Okay. And then we're just going to flip you. Symmetrize. Boom. It looks really weird at the moment, but it's okay. And we're gonna give them their groups. Gonna assign this here, and also I forgot we need to give them mirrored groups as well. Alright, and wait, what? Okay, we actually just need to double check. Ah, okay, I accidentally gave you the thing as well. Because you're not supposed to be there. And here we're gonna give you to this one. Make sure this has armature modifier once again. H-click. Ooh, wait, why did it move? It moved before I did anything. Yeah, what's this? Are you already post? No, you're not post yet. There's no reason for you to do that. Huh, interesting. Anyway, look at this. Whoa, okay, wait, this is not centered properly. 1 second. Again, what is this? Why is... That's why. -1. -1. Okay. The rolls are not the same as well, so I have to make sure the rolls are equal. This is the roll for you, so I want to make sure both of your rolls are the same. Here we go. -25, -25. Very important that the rolls are equal. 5, 22, 2. Okay. Ooh. Wait, why is this not rotating the way I expect it to? Okay, it's not rotating the way I expect it to. Wait a minute. Huh, interesting. What is it? It's looking at something at the edge now. Ooh, I didn't expect this. I've never had this issue before. Interesting. What if I make you 0? Wait, what if your roll is actually supposed to be positive because you're in the opposite direction? No. Why do you even roll, actually? Oh. Wait a minute. I'm a little stupid. Little stupid man. Select all of these guys. Right, it's size -1. Right, and then... Okay, then we have to make sure that... Edit? No. Hmm. Not as nice as I expected it to be. Do I have to make a proper bendy bone setup? I really don't wanna. Okay. One thing I do know that's wrong is that you guys 5. Now when I rotate you, you don't affect the other. You still affect the other side. Come on, man. db.r 0.5. Actually, it's fine if you affect the other side. It has to be db underscore force. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hang on. A little bit better, but still some issues, especially I think with the model in general. This is not supposed to be there. Okay, I think this is good enough. Oh, hello, Prismarine. Welcome to the stream. I am trying to rig up this bow, and I'm trying to, cheat with the bendy bones, but it's not really working as expected. I'm gonna check your orientation. No, this is the start handle, this is the bottom handle, right? So I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Maybe there's just too much bones and I'm losing my mind, so there we go. Gonna move offset. There we go, and we're just going to rotate this back into position. Okay, here's the issue. You have this set to -1, right? I think that's why it is doing all of that shenanigans. So we set it to we set it to 0. We set it to 1. Right, now that we set it to 1, when I move this, it actually moves with the thing. I'm gonna put it here. This is -22. We're gonna make sure the rolls are the same. Okay, now when I rotate, there we go. That was the issue. I don't know what exactly the issue was, but we fixed it. Symmetrize. Oops, Alt H. Make sure I symmetrize this and this. Boom. And then we do the same thing here. You set to 1. Yeah, I think it's already pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Now when I rotate this, okay. I don't know what the issue was, but it's working now. And also, I see some texture issues. Let me just fix that, because I think I have block bench on. I do not have block bench on. Okay, I'm gonna fix this in Blender. Image editor. Where is... I use the editor first because I don't know where the hell the thing is. There you are, okay. So, we're gonna use texture paint mode here, and I'm going to copy this color. Oh, yeah. Ooh, wait, actually. Do these overlap? No, they don't. It's right here. Image editor, paint, and then I'm gonna make this really small. Yeah, fixed. Okay, and then we just need to get a little bit of this color. Ranks down. Good enough, yeah. I like this. One more thing. I'm just gonna do this. Wait, here we go. That. Want the back one to be slightly darker. There we go. Okay, much better, much better. Okay. Take note, save, and I make sure I save this as well. Save. There we go. Okay, let me show you what we have at the moment. Right? What we have. Where is my rig? I've rigged quite a bit of the thing right now. I'm gonna move this. Make sure this is. Actually, no. I want a copy location. So it's gonna be parented. This and. Parent, keep offset, and then here we're just gonna turn off inherit rotation because I don't want to inherit rotation. Because if I inherited rotation, this is what would happen, and we wouldn't have any bending. So I just want to do that. I'm gonna move this backwards until up there. Rotate. Move it up as well a little bit. Okay, and then we have this, which can. It's like a tail almost. I can change the way it's oriented using this instead of using this. Okay, and we have the really nice ribbons which bend very nicely. I really like how they bend. Right. Oh, this is not done yet, so try this. There we go. Everyone's bending very nicely. I want to actually. There's one more change I want to try. I want to try and change this from vertex straight to vertex curved, and this might be slightly better according to Blender tooltips, but I don't know. So this is really nice. So I can make like very smooth animation with this actually. So if I just get that there. Okay. Size 3. I'm gonna move this by 3 backwards. A 6. Okay, I don't know how to loop this, bro. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 48. Huh? Two. Right here, actually, 36. There we go. And I can just add a little bit of swaying motion here as well. Increase the ease. Is it ease it? No, it's ease out. No. Roll, curve, in, out. It's alright. Half of 36. 36, 15 plus 3, 18. Look at that. Very nice and smooth. The rigging is really nice. I see an issue there. Hi there. Can I turn that issue off? Siege rig. Stability. Fingers. My fingers. Don't have any animations, please. Okay. Alright, Prism, you haven't seen the... I'm assuming Prism is still here. But in case... Well, it doesn't really matter. I wanted to show this anyway. We have a skirt rig ready and done. And I'd say this is really good. One of my best ones, I think. I don't think I've ever made a skirt rig better than this. This is really good. Put that back. Still need the bone shapes though. There we go. Okay, so we're done with that. Now the only thing left to do to rig actually is the hair and this purple bow. I'm gonna do the purple bow later. We're gonna do the hair now because the hair is actually really easy, but I'm a little bit concerned about this. How am I gonna animate this? Do I want to make it so that I can animate each flap like this? Or should it be one continuous thing? That's the issue that I'm having right now. These ones will be easy, right? This will just be one bendy bone. This will be one bendy bone. We have nothing on the side. Thank God I don't have to do the side. And then I have to do... The hat doesn't really need rigging. This side strand does though, and I'll use the same rig I used for this. Right? So yeah, I've unwrapped the hair. I was oh, okay. That's great. Forgot that it's important that I have the unwrapped hair or else I'll have to re-rig it again. Nice catch. Right. Save. Open the new Ayaka rig. Oh, whoa, it's lagging. No. All right. I don't have the thing, but doesn't really. Wait, does it matter? It doesn't really matter because I can always. What was I doing again? Yeah. So I'm gonna go image, single image. Cannot load image. I know you can't load image. I want to make a new image, please. Image generated. There we go. 128 by 128, and we're gonna use a UV color grid, right? That texture, and there we go. Nice. I'll just use this for now. Okay, so I need this. I also want to bring the new island. Oh, we have two new things. Okay. So there's a bunch of things I need to move here. Here. Okay, that's our stuff. Move you to here. Okay. I also want to bring the eyelashes. Let's close CH rig. So this is the stuff I want to bring. Specifically this, but this is the eyelash picker. I want the eyelashes, not the eyelash picker. So we're going to go back into CH rig and find out where the eyes are. So eye whites, eyelash. And it is number 3. Actually, I can just double check using this. Which one did you choose? You chose geometry notes. You chose this one. Oh wait, it's in the right, my bad. Eyelash type 1. Oops, eyelash type 1 means since you used 1, that means it is second one, so it's 3 actually. We're gonna move 3 into here, and then we're gonna turn off this again. And we're also gonna remove eyelash mimic. There we go. Right, is that correct? Yeah, this is the one you used, I'm assuming. Because this is the one I have. Yeah, so this is what I need, and I just need to make sure I disable armature. So I don't want to bring the armature with me. Hopefully you haven't parented anything. I don't see any parents here. This one as well, to remove the parent, remove the armature. Nothing there, okay. Hopefully this works. Save, we're gonna open my Ayaka scene. I'm gonna delete the hair for mine. Okay, this is all positioned in the default position. Yep. Right, and I'm going to save. And then bring in the downloads, like a hair collection hair. Right? Nope, it is bringing everything in. Alright, something is still being driven. I think it's this hat, right? This hat is parented to that to remove it. Ooh. Parent. I want to P. Keep transformation. There we go. Oh, no. Alt P, sorry. Clear parent and keep transformation. Boom, and then I'm just going to, and that's okay. Save. Now this should be fine. There shouldn't be anything else. Okay, that's parented to, right? If there is, I'm just gonna Alt P everything. Save. Go back to my Ayaka. Take the hair. No, something is still being parented. Okay, interesting. Let's find out what that is. You no longer have an armature, but you're not parented. This has nothing to do with it. Herbs are already baked. No parent. Okay, let me just move it to the side if they have nothing left, right? So you have nothing left. Ooh, what about the mirror? Mirror is fine. Solidify is fine. Oh, hello, Lava Wig. Welcome to the stream. You deserve more recognition. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Bro, I'm listening Clover, only you on repeat. I don't know, it just feels so comfortable. You know what? Should we give up some streams? I'm gonna. What was it? Clover from the clouds. Clover, only you. Let's support Clover. Play some Clover music in the background. All right, this is fine. This is fine as well. Oh, it has materials. Okay, there we go. That's why. There we go. I'll leave this empty. Wait, what is that empty for? Is that my empty? Oh, this is your empty, I think. Yeah, these are yours. I don't need that. Yep, it is Clover's the one who made the music. Let's just go downwards. You see, oh, this is paired to this. No, it's paired to this. Why does it go down, guys? Where are you positioned if that's the case? Oh, you're pushing it there. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to shift it. Oops. Selection to cursor, keep offset. I'm gonna remove that because we're not using that. We're using this. Bam. Okay, maybe a little lower. Okay. Move the hair back in. There we go. All right. What else are we gonna listen to? Right. Let's do a whole EP Clover. Oh, we got core flower in here. I love core flower. Ooh, look at that. We have an issue. Oh, wait. H. Head and tail. Okay. Let's try. Okay, this is what I want to try out. Check this out, boys. So instead of doing it strand by strand, right, where I do it downwards, what if I do it sideways? Am I cooking? How do you get those nice shading? It's some kind of toon shader. Ooh, okay. Let me teach you how to do that. Save. Right, so what if you're talking about like my, actually, what was my recent animation? I don't actually know. Team winner. Forgot what my most recent animation is. I'm assuming that's what you're looking for. No, well, actually, I have a recent one. Anyway, if you said toon, so I'm assuming you're talking about the toon shader. So go shader. So this is a normal shader. I'm gonna show you how I make my toon shaders. Color ramp. We're in cycles. I have to turn off cycles. This only works in Eevee, by the way. RGB shader to RGB. Boom. We're gonna add a mix shader. Not mix shader, sorry, mix color. Right, so step 1, you're going to need a diffuse BSDF, and what this does is it gives you the shading. So you see the shadows where they are. We're going to use that. We're going to use a shader to RGB node and then a color ramp node in front of that, so that we can control where the dark parts are. Right, once we're done with that, we just put a mix color, set this to the factor, I think. Oh, no, we can put it on the right there. I'm gonna put the main color to our skin texture. So this, what this basically does is we have this, which is shadeless, right? And then we can control how much shadows there are based off of this, and also make sure you set this to multiply. Alright, boom. So here we have the shadows, and now you can change the color of the shadows. So I'm gonna make it a little bit blue. Alright, like this. And then I'm also gonna have to do this for the other thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna group this up together into one group. Call this toon shader. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna go into all of the different thingies and gonna plop it in. Boom, boom. There we go. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna just change how I do some of the things. Alright, so I'm gonna use a constant. Yeah, we use constant here. So now you can see the very hard cutoffs, and I'm just gonna go and shade everything smooth. Does that help us? I'm gonna put this here as well. There you go. This as well. I'm gonna add a sun so I can control this. I'm gonna make sure this has no strength at all, so it doesn't it doesn't affect us in any way. This hat actually has a different one as well. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, right. So everyone has the toon shader, and right now all of this is in shadow. And I'm just going to increase the size or the strength of the sun, make it 3. Right, so this is how I do my toon shader. It's not obviously not the best, but it works for me. And then I'll go in and I'm just gonna edit. I'll edit the strength of this. Right, something you can also do is you can also tint your overall thing. So I can tint it just by giving it a little bit of blue. Okay, I can switch this to a point light and we can see how it's very useful. It looks really nice when you use point lights, actually, because of the radius. It's okay, you can use it with the sun, but it has like these really sharp edges, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Area lights also work really nicely. But yeah, point light's the best. Really depends on the geometry. Right, here's one thing that I don't like, and it's we have clipping. Turn off merge. Like separate. Actually, no. There we go. Very nice circular shapes. Yeah, so that's the basics of toon shading. So you use a diffuse shader connected to a shader to RGB, connected to a color ramp to choose the colors of your things, right? And then you put this through a multiply node where the A value is your texture and then the B value is your shadows, and then you can change the factor slider to show how much you want to affect it. You can also do more manipulation if you want. So here, I can decide if I want to make it a little bit brighter. So this is really dark. I can make it brighter by just adding the original, or adding itself actually. Maybe slightly better. But yeah, alright, so there's things you can do with this. Kinda cool. Let's increase this. Make everything shade smooth, auto smooth. Yeah, this looks slightly better. Anyway, that's what it was. We're not gonna be using the toon shader, so I'm just gonna move everything back to their usual things. One. Wait. Why don't I just put this at the same one? Yeah, because it's the same thing anyway, so. Okay, we're back to normal. Oh, this is actually a little bit lowy, so it's back. Oh, now we're back to normal. Right, so let us go move on to the next thing, which was this. Right, let's figure this out. Thanks. This will be very helpful. No problem, sir. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to use this to control the hairline. Okay, so we're gonna use hair BB as the main thing. See if this works or not. So honestly, just all of this bottom line will be hair BB. Armature modifier, just put this as CH, and now we start moving this. Okay, it works. What if I do the whole thing? I wonder. No, it does not it's not really that good if I do the whole thing, right? Because it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, look at that. It's not supposed to happen. What if I have one? No, is it smart to have one for each? We have one up here, right? And then you have this one. Can I do this? How's this? If I want to make this like swing forward and backwards, what I have to do is I have to select these two. I have to do this, basically. Oh, wait, I forgot to parent you for this. Honestly, this is not, like, terrible. It's not the worst idea I've had. Because it works like that, and if I just add more subdivisions, it'll be better. Ooh. God, I want to put you at the very end. Animal Park is at the end. And then this is just be simple subdivisions. Okay. And I can just do this. Oh, again, I forgot to parent you. People. Hide, hide. So this kind of works, actually. I don't hate this. Because I can control... Oh, but it's like, you know, it's better to just have individual strands, right? Yeah, screw that. We're doing this the normal way. Rotate. 90 degrees. Oh, pad is off. Alt R. Clear the thing. Alt R on you as well. Always cancel thingy. Right, let's unstretch these again. Whoa, what's that song? I remember this one. Oh, it's 1 month ago. Okay, I haven't listened to this Clover piece. Set name suffix dot R. Oops. Oof, request missed. Did you say something? It's about the character acting. Oh, you just said it's about the character acting. I was wondering what you said. I was assuming one of your messages got didn't get sent, so I did not see it. So if you want me to do something, let me know. Again. Okay, so here we have I don't think this is useful. Right? Because, yeah, I'm just gonna dissolve this edge specifically. And then I dissolve this vertex. No, not that one. Dissolve this edge. There you go. Yeah, this is much better. Okay, so this one will be 100%. Now I move this. Nice. And then here we're gonna have 0.5.5. Like, can you give me a quick review and some advice? Sent with DMs. Alright. There we go. Let me just download this and we shall check that in a few seconds. Yep. Save. Right, let's check out this character acting practice thing you got. So, downloads. Oh, I haven't downloaded it yet. Oh, you you sent me .blend1. Okay, let me just turn on this. Okay, all right. I'm assuming you have given it to me with the thing, if there is any. Assuming. No. There is none. Okay, so this is just basic without any sounds. Let's see. Alright, so first thing I notice is that there is a lot of individual movements. Can I just do this and is it looking better? I wanna compare, or not compare, I wanna check the block version. Okay. It's enough block version. So let's talk about this first part. This first part feels very floaty. What's moving exactly? This one, right? Yeah, this one's very floaty. So, I'm just doing the exact action that your character's doing, and the first thing I notice is that the movement isn't... So, if we look at this, right? Let's just... Yeah, so you're moving it, you know, left, right, left, right. You're rotating it, right? You're spinning it. But when I'm doing it, what I'm actually doing is I'm actually moving up, sorry, here you go, up, down. So what I would do here is, right, this one, right? This is the left, right, left, right. I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna delete it, but it doesn't move left, right, left, right. Okay, and then I think we have a bit of W movement as well. This is not much, so it has to be X, right? So we have a bunch of X movement as well. I'm assuming this might... Yeah, we should remove that. And we're gonna focus on Z quaternion. I'm just gonna... There we go. So this is what you actually... When you're, you know, doing that tap thingy, you actually move up and down. Right? Because I'm just trying to move left, right. It does not work, right? It does not work. You have to go up and down. So that was one thing I noticed, right? So always try and do the action yourself and try... I think this is called body mechanics. You have to understand how the movement is done in real life. So you can't, like, I understand what you were trying to think. I understand what you were thinking of when you were trying to do it. Because you were like, oh, there's gotta be movement, right? It can't just be the fingers moving. But you have to try it out yourself and figure out the actual correct movement and not just like a movement, right? So yeah, again, here the movement is up, down, not left, right, left, right. Okay, so this, yeah, I think that's slightly better. The clipping, obviously. There we go, some clipping here. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna try and do a rig thing here. So we have clipping on the fingers, obviously, because they go over there. You know what? No, because this is not a rigging thing. I'm not gonna do that. We'll do that later if we need to. Okay. And also, this we would need a bit more. I would try it. Maybe I could do this as a vector. Nah, doesn't matter. I guess this is just a very small thing, but I would make it so that, see this? It goes down and then it keeps on going down, we should stop that. So how does it go? Does it go back or oh no? Okay, this goes. So in this kind of case, I would go. Let's go lower here. It really makes a difference if you make things realistic. Here we're gonna go like this. So here, right? So we hit the ground. Okay, actually it's supposed to be here. So we hit the table. We shouldn't be going into the table. We should just be staying right here. And this isn't obviously, this is really annoying to do, but it really makes it a lot better. And here we're gonna add a little bit of easing, so we slowly go up. We go up again. Yeah, and then we have issues obviously because it's not perfect. You try your best to make it the same. I'm trying to align this edge with the cursor. Okay, and then here we're going a little fast. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Slow it down again. Okay, so if we move out. So now it feels like she's actually tapping on the thing. Of course, it's a little bit off, I think. I guess this is oh, because we have rotation as well, right? Let me remove the rotation, see what it looks like without rotation. Yeah, look at that, we have a lot of rotation here. Now if I completely remove rotation. Oh, okay, wait, okay, the reason it works is because you're using rotation. You're actually rotating up and not doing this. Okay, then yeah. Anyway, it's enough of the fingers. Fingers really require a lot of nuance, especially if you're really up close here. What I would do instead is just keep it farther away. The farther away it is, the less you have to care about being exact. But if you're really close, you're putting a lot of focus on the fingers, you know, so you might have to. But anyway, now here you have head movement without chest movement. I think you should try this out yourself. So I'm just gonna put my face on the ground on the thing. Now I noticed that when I move my head up, I have to move my shoulders too. Right, so it's not you can't just move your head on its own unless you're maybe like turning, but even if you're turning, you still have shoulder movements. I'm just gonna see how you move your head here. You do this. I would add a little bit of movement from this, or is it this one? This controller could also work, honestly. Let's try this out, right? So let's do a bit of anticipation. So we go like this. A bit back, we have a bit more time to work with. Over the more. Oops. Gonna do a bit of right, so something like that. So you have, I would put movement on the chest whenever you move the head, even if it's like a little bit, because it feels really off if you only move the head on its own. I would also keep the hands frozen. So you see you have a little bit of movement. Whenever you move this, I would recommend you also try lift it. And also do it a little bit fast. So like this. And also, it doesn't make sense for it to move here. It would make sense when you move your head. So I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So you time it with your head movements. So everything feels like it's happening at, it's happening with each other and instead of one by one, right? Because that what you had was you had the head move up on its own, and then you had the arm move on its own, and then this happens, right? So try and keep things cohesive by making some things move together when it makes sense to do so. And then this is not good. We're just gonna snap all of them. I'm gonna delete these so we can move this here. Okay, and then it moves to the side there. I'm not the biggest fan. Okay, so yeah, you're kind of bouncing. You're bouncing left, and then you're bouncing right, and then you're bouncing left again without any real reason. Anyway, let's think about this. So here she's like, she perks up and like, I don't know, she's thinking of repositioning, and then she does reposition. She moves left, and then right. Yeah, again. So the left movement is fine. The moving right is honestly an issue. I guess you're trying to make it, a little bit. It's supposed to be a weight shift. Okay, it's supposed to be a weight shift, but it feels. Oh, okay. Here's the okay. I understand what you're trying to say now. It's trying to be a weight shift, but the issue here is there is no reason for you to shift your weight yet. So here we start off with this pose, right? And then your body is trying to rotate here, right? However, before you change your so this is what I'm trying to say, right? You remember the wagging tail the wagging tail activity where you try to make a tail wag, right? Right, so you are only doing a half tail wag is what I can say. Here's the issue. Boom, right? So you're trying to shift your weight into this direction. Oops. So you're trying to shift your weight into this direction. However, so you have a really big force here, but you're not. Look at this. Think about this action right here. Your head is tilted. It was moving in this direction, and you just stop. Completely, you stop it. Right, so you killed all the momentum, and you're trying to shift your weight back here, while your head was supposed to move here. That's why the weight shift was off. Right, so let's fix that by continuing this motion. Also, why is this really sensitive? How close is this? Just turn off cavity. And also there's a lot of controls here. Turn off, turn off, turn off. All of the extra properties from entertainer. These and the whole face, because I don't need the face. Right, this is a little bit easier to see now. What's this song? Clover has been making a little too much songs. I didn't realize this is a song he made. Anyway. Right, so what were we doing again? Okay, that was way too snappy. A little bit here. And then this just remove this one. Just remove that frame because it's not really that good. Okay, and then you shift too early, obviously, so we're gonna add a bit of easing here, so we shift a little earlier. but slower. Okay, and then here we move this over here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're gonna have to move quite a bit of stuff, quite a bit of ways away. Okay, and then this arm movement again as well, right? So really slow. And also, so I'm gonna move this a little later. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do it when the body shifts as well. And then you, okay, you're bouncing quite a bit. You're bouncing left, right, left, right. Oh. Doing a really complex thing here. All right, let's just figure out what else we can get here. Here, okay, one thing I don't like here. Your rotation, okay, so if you look about it this way, if you look at the, this is what it's gonna look like in the graph editor. Your position, right? So your X location, or whatever the location is that moves you to the side, is gonna go like this. Right? So that's what is happening. So you're moving and then you stop. But I'm noticing that your rotation is a little late. So it's good. Your rotation looks like this. And this I don't like. Ideally, your rotation should be, you know, similar to your location. And how I can tell here is, like, look at this specifically, right? You move to the side here, right? You move, but then after this, you have this rotation, this remaining rotation. While here, you didn't rotate at all, right? So let's check that. Not X, is Y. Nope, it's Z. Yeah, so it's the Z rotation. So notice here, you have your Z rotation move starting over here, but your here, okay, sorry. So your body starts move. Oh dear, apologies. So your body starts moving at 185, but then when we check your rotation, it moves here at 193. That delay, I don't like the delay. I would make it move a little earlier. So move this graph down. Okay, and it should finish at about the same time. Now it doesn't look good because we don't have the correct motion. So let's try this. Nah, it's difficult. It was a really difficult thing, and without a reference, I can't animate this properly even. Because I don't exactly know what you're, like, I can understand it's a weight shift, but why, right? We need the reason why she's shifting her weight. Because when we know why she's shifting her weight, we can probably guess how her body would move. But if we don't have the reason why she's shifting her weight, your best bet is to just use a reference. So you should do this action yourself, because a lot of times when people animate out of their heads, right, they think of something that makes sense. Like, they're like, okay, it makes sense for her to move in this direction. But then you're only thinking of, oh, she moves there. You don't actually know how she moves there. Your body mechanics aren't there because you didn't think deeply enough, right? And being able to think deeply enough is, you know, and it's a skill, but, like, it's, in this case, you know, use a reference. Record yourself doing this exact motion, because sometimes you, like, you know, the hand thing, you realize sometimes that, oh wait, maybe I should not. Maybe you have a complete misunderstanding of how you're supposed to do it, because when you're animating based off of your head, you're just gonna believe it's like, oh, I'm probably correct, right? Because that's the only thing you have to go off of. You don't have a second opinion. So doing it in real life will give you the second opinion. So yeah. Other than that, I think I tampered with it a little too much, so I can't say anything. So I'm just gonna revert this and see the original one you set again. Right. So here, the body shifting. Okay, so TLDR, fingers should be rotating up down, not left right, and then here, head moves alone. You should move it with the body, and also the hands should move with the body as well. So when I say with the body, I mean at the same time. Right? Yeah. So it should look. It moves. We're gonna move it like 15 frames back, like here. Yeah, there we go. And then again, make sure you move the body along with the head. And then here, your head feels like, okay, it rotates to the left here, but then it stops. It should ideally be going even more before you rotate to the right. And also this motion is just, something's wrong with this motion. You might want to think back on your reference. It's just a really awkward pose. No one actually poses like this. So I would put it like this maybe. Slightly better, but still it's really off. You rotate it like this. There we go, much better. And then here, you're not letting your character breathe. This is like you're putting your hand on you're putting your elbow on the table, and immediately you're putting it down. It's just like, slow it down a little bit. Like take it one at a time here, right? So I would hold this pose a little bit longer before she goes down here. So maybe like 20 more frames. The idea is good. It's just we need a lot of references to mix this up. Okay, so like, because yeah, you put this in, you've established this pose, but then you immediately were like, nah, let's do this instead, right? It's really fast pace. It doesn't make sense for the character acting is usually much more slower, but not too slow. Obviously, you need it to be snappy, you can say. So it's like you have this, like it's not like this, it's more like this, right? So you have really fast movement and then you have easing, right? But then the easings is really long, so you hold this pose for a while and then you just like go to this pose really quickly, so you have a longer duration. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, now with that done, let's go back to Ayaka. Alright, let's go back to Pokemon Lo-Fi as well. Okay, so this is all good. I just need to fix, or not fix, I just need to add this one as well. Oh wait, I just forgot. My brother's watching the finals, so I should probably ask if he needs me to keep the door open for him. You back or still with the boys? Need me to stay awake for door? Right, because I forgot that he was out watching the finals of the World Cup. Oh, hello G-Play, welcome to the stream. I missed you for a second. Apologies for that. We're doing some character modeling at the moment. Went all the way down. Okay. Ooh, Lavender Town. Alright, and they're gonna go. Honestly, wait, I think it's fine if I put everything in this group. H. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Ooh, Prismy forgot the thing. Let me help him out. Okay, so what he forgot was we always add a like strand of hair underneath this one. Yeah. So we're gonna duplicate this, separate it. I cannot separate this one. Okay, there we go. Always need a strand underneath this. And the reason we have one underneath it is because... There we go. Yeah, we need that. Let's gonna turn off the subdivisions for now, just so we can see here. This case, right? The case where we move the hair up and we expose the forehead, we require... Oops, I accidentally put this as this. I'm just gonna move and put this on the head. Go, and then you guys as well. Head. Right, so once I just join them together, flip the normals, and honestly just remove the subdivisions. We don't really need subdivisions here. Okay. Again, so this the reason we have this is to prevent the... We're just trying to keep the forehead from being naked, really. Lower this, so we don't have any of that. I'm gonna lower it like this, and like this. Doesn't have to be exact. Just need to show that there is hair underneath her hair. This one can be moved a little bit side, actually. Mirror, turn off merge. Yeah, because this one's not too big of an issue. Yeah, so these can delete these. Yeah. Alright. And the only thing left is just the hat, which is really simple. And then these things, which I will copy from the bottom. Oh, hello, Prismarine. Welcome back. We are very close. We just need to do the hair and the hat. Once we're done with that, I'm just waiting for your textures, and we're done with this project. Because I still need to put like a bit of things. Actually, because I've done that. Let's pivot a little bit and start doing some modeling, right? Because in Basic Build made me realize, but we have these gold things, right? And this belt that I forgot to put in, right? But we can put that now because we rigged everything. So all I need to do is just take this, duplicate. I'm going to size from the world origin. And then bounding box center, I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, and then I'm just gonna separate it. And then where exactly is this located? At the very edge, right? It's gonna go here, and we're gonna move this down here. Give it a different texture. Honestly, I'm a little lazy, so I'm just gonna reuse a texture that we have here. Right here sounds, this one looks really good. Rotate 90 degrees. Gonna reuse this texture. Is that the correct color? Oh, it's actually blue, so we should probably be using this one right here. There we go. Nice belt, and we need it to be gold as well, so right here. I'm gonna move you to a gold area. I'm gonna take that. Uh, it's not perfect because I have to cut this in half. And then one half will be back here. There we go. Okay. That's this. I don't want to do this, honestly. This is a little too much. Even for me. And then for these guys. Duplicate. Move it downwards. Oh, I made a mistake. This has to go forward. Okay, and then these guys just give you a golden trim. That easy, nice and simple. Don't gotta overcomplicate things. Right, and then I'm gonna move this inwards and this inwards. Well, there you go. Nice gold trim. What else do we have? We have these butterfly things. Don't care. I honestly do not care about those butterfly things. This is the next one I do care about. Duplicate, separate. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna give it a gold trim. This. Gonna move it like there. And move it inwards. Aha! Look at that. So clean, isn't it? I'm also gonna move this forward. We need a little bit more space. Yeah, okay. And a little bit more over here. Repeat like this. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. We need to add a bit of these things. Pretty simple. I'm just going to take this, duplicate it, scale it down, set it to offset cursor. Make sure I add the, or actually remove this. Oh, wait. Remove the subdivision modifier. I know she has 3, but a little annoying. There we go. Got 3 buttons there. There's buttons on the sides here, but I don't actually have enough, I would say, to... Oh, there's this button. Oh my goodness, it's so annoying. I don't want to put that much detail in. It's a little much for me. You're doing the hair, so I don't have to worry about that. That's about it. I don't want to put designs on this, so that's okay. And this is gonna be, this is just extra. I don't think it's possible. It doesn't make sense for me to put it as well because it's just floating there menacingly. Look at that. Right, so we're done with that. Actually, most of this is done, I think. Yeah, we're just. But I'm not gonna put this. See these like small things. Oh, a ring though. A ring is something I can do. Okay, let's do a ring. So ring finger is okay if I'm facing the same direction she's facing. Left, thumb, index, Thumb, index, middle, ring. Right, so it's the second one to the right, so it's this one. Thumb. Oh, I didn't realize that I think I did this the wrong way, because this is actually longer than this. Well, that doesn't really matter. But this is the ring finger. A very long finger. And duplicate, scale it, size down, and here we have a ring. Make sure I give it the same material. Oh, no. I forgot also. I have to up it on its own thing. I like the model. Thank you very much. Appreciate the compliments. I too like this model. Assign this. So now we have the ring. It's not looking too hot, but I guess it's fine for now. I'm going to give it a solidify modifier. Yep. Move around. Oh my goodness, right. How are we gonna do this? Huh? I am so confused. What the hell? Oh, you did what now? How does this work? Can I just remove you? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's still moving. 1 second. You like that? What? Oh, confused, man. Why is it like that? That is so weird. Alright, let's make this a little bit more obvious. Okay, hi ring. Why are you like that? So, if we were to just bend you. Okay, I have an idea. I know why it's not working the way it's supposed to work. Delete all groups. Add use the group. Bam. Now when I move it, there we go. Oh my god, now it works. Right, she got her ring. I am not putting the butterfly. You have a... Yeah, okay. You know what? Luckily, Prismarine has butterflies. So I'm just gonna take whatever these butterflies are. Oops. Duplicate. I'm just gonna use the butterflies Prismarine gave me. Selection, temperature, keep offset. Size it really small. Tiny butterfly. And then we just lower the solidify because this is a little thick. There we go. Okay, and make sure we put it on you. Everything will have the same. Ooh, okay. It transformed a little bit. Not transformed, but moved a little bit. There we go. Now she's got a ring. Also, I notice you're still using the same thing. Oh, the do that. So I'm just gonna. Right. Ring done. What else? Okay. He said a lot of things. A lot of which I do not understand. But I am a smart boy, and I will probably understand if I give it enough thought. Okay, so this, we're gonna try this out. I'm gonna hide these bones. And remove this again. So, the thing we have is rotating this bendy bone needs to override this bone I'm gonna override the bone shape. CH. Oh, wait, it has to be a specific. Okay, no. Q. We'll give it BSQ and then override transform. The pose bone will be this. Aha? Question mark? Point 1. Oh, it works! Did this work flawlessly for you for now? It works flawlessly. It sucks that I need a bone shape for it. That's trivial. Alright, and then yeah, so like I can't see. Back to Gizmo? Yeah. Also a little annoying that it doesn't follow Transformers, but it works. It doesn't follow user transforms. What's the bug cat thanks emoji? There we go. Okay, now that we know how to do that, we shall do that for every single one. Give everyone a cube. Then a 0.1 for everything here. Okay, this one will be R. This one will be 0.02. Here, 0.002. Oh, sorry, it's gonna be R002. This will be 1. R002. Oops, R001, my bad. Okay, now let's exit this and check this out. So now, if I were to, I'm gonna hide some of these bones because they're not useful. You're being hidden. You're being hidden. You're being hidden. I will keep you for now. So now what we can do is when we rotate this, ooh, these bones also rotate, and when I rotate this, it works. Haha! Look at that. Right, this is an issue, but that's honestly a minuscule issue that I don't really care about because I can just do this. Look at that. Oh, whoa, that's a little too much. Oh man. Tiny amount. Yeah, it's a tiny amount. There we go, and everything works as expected. Okay, let's just finish the head stuff now. So we're gonna go and click on here. So hide all of these. Honestly, all of this too. I'm gonna need another thingamabob. Alright, so take all of these first. Let's do this the easy way. We're gonna add this all to the head. And then we duplicate, size them, individual origins, and then each of these will be printed. to their respective ones. Okay, once we're done with that, we're just going to select these two and then symmetrize, so I don't do it again. Now everything works, so I just take these bones, Control I to invert. Okay, and then I just hide those bones. That's perfect. These bones are already parented to the head. Yep. All that's left is just to parent everything else to the head. And oops, my bad, my bad, my bad. That's not supposed to happen. And what we're gonna do is gonna select this, select this, select this. Nothing there. Let's Control I. Oh my god, there's so much geometry here, bro. What the hell? It did subdivide it, so. Okay. And shape smooth. Armature modifier and off. These are all the same. So I'm just gonna join them. They have different thicknesses, but I don't really care about thicknesses. Armature. For now, I don't need to. I'm not gonna rig them for now. I can rig them at a different time. And then these two will go into hat, but that's for later. Okay. You guys as well. Honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't do that. To mirror it first and then do this. Look at that, we have issues because I forgot about these guys. When I move you, there we go. And the last one is just the head, so, or the hat, sorry. I'm gonna duplicate. Move up. Position it where the hat would be. There we go, and then armature modifier. Hat. Hat. Armature. Oh, I already have multiple. Turn this off. And voila! Everything is rigged. Let me just lower the size of you, because you have a really big head. Okay. And Ayaka is officially rigged, so I can do a post test. Okay, maybe not maybe not completely rigged. Can I hide this for no? Let's just rig it properly. Okay, so you need to go into extra 2. Okay, so hide, and these are the ones I need to move, right? No, I do need to move these. It's the only one I don't need to move, and then all of them will be parented to the bendy bone, I guess. Oh, whoa, what the hell? Huh? Back up. I don't. What do I do? Okay, good. No, that's not. That's actually wrong. We're gonna parent it to this instead. this. Is that correct? Yeah, that's about right. It's fine. I'm okay with that. And for the remaining of this, I'm just gonna put you on BB torso for now, just so that we can pose you. Okay. That was a bit more tiring than expected. So let's do an Ayaka pose. I think I have the thing, don't I? Or I can just bring it from Prismarine's thing. We'll do the Ayaka pose. It's called empty, so I'm just gonna import empty. Object. Oh, is it not an object or is it an empty? No, it's an object. Empties count as objects. Empty. Boom. Right, so let's try out this pose. Pose test. We're gonna add in a camera. Position the camera. Whoa, where's this camera? Position all the way in the world origin. Okay, let's make sure that we're always looking at this. Yep, track straight to the camera. -Z. Ooh. Oh wait, this is the camera. Where's the camera down here? There we go. Back here. Oh, I moved this. Oh my god. Okay, that explains it. I was using that as a camera. Right, so I'm gonna move this here. We're gonna make sure that this goes like this. Okay, and then we can put Ayaka side. Z. There we go. We'll put Ayaka on the side. Oh. I have stretch on. Let's turn off stretch. I don't like stretch. And why it's on should be off by default. Quite simple forward. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to enable the oh, the lattice is already enabled. Okay, never mind. And raise this foot a little bit more. Let's lock the arm rotation. Also, we need to change the finger orientation. Okay. Let's delete all these keyframes. Don't want to be keyed. Okay. Turn on your inherent rotation. Here's the other arm. Here's the other arm. What does this do? She has a pen on this one. That's a really annoying pose to do. Let's turn this off. So she's doing the typical holding a pen pose. Means the thumb has to go up. It's really odd. Where is her ring's gone? Doesn't have a ring here. Okay. Let's pull up these controllers. How about the front one? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna pop up these bow thingies. Okay. But we're missing something. We're definitely missing something, no? What happened to my jacket controllers? Ah, okay, there we go. I selected the wrong one. And there's another issue. Issue solved. Ooh, this goes a little high. Is it not? What happened here? Huh. Oh, because you're putting it afterwards. There we go. Forgot about that. Hmm. Really good. What else can we do? Change the angle a little bit. Whoa, that's trippy. If hair positioning as well, I think would be nice. Okay, and then reposition the skirt. Okay, how much I increase this by? Okay, doing it more than 2 makes no sense, so. That there. I should probably put another subdivision on top of it, though. Just to smooth it out a little bit more, I can lower the subdivision here. Or actually keep this on simple so I don't have to crash my whole thing. Lower it again. Yeah, there we go. I think this is pretty. Like, there we go. Now it's nice and smooth. Maybe we could make her a little taller. And I can do that. Try to cheese it. Save. Okay, so we're gonna move this up by 0.1. And we're gonna move this down by 0.1 minus. There we go. Now she's slightly taller. This is a nice thing about skirts. You don't need to know what's going on. So the body can be disconnected and the skirt kind of just helps hide that. It's really nice. So I have to change the length of her legs. Alright, and we're almost done. Now all we need to do is wait for Prismarine. Earlier, we need to wait for Prismarine to finish the textures. And once that's done, we can do like a test render. Oh, I actually forgot we needed to rig this back part too. I forgot this back part. I'll find out a little bit better. Oh, something I want to try out actually. What happens if I change the scale? It's not very effective, but okay. Let's do a little change to the expression. This, okay, so it is locked properly, so I'm just gonna. Bit of a happy expression. Let's do a bit of glow as well. I don't really need the glow actually. Change the color of the eyes. Actually, let me add my own. Cause I think this is a sketch or like a old version of it. Like this is how the one I'm using is a different one. Empty image. Whoops. Image from Mesh Plane. Did I put it? Desktop? Ref. No. Ah. Forgot where I put it. Downloads? There we go. Okay. Here we have the real reference, which I will use. This transparent mix shader. Bam, bam, bam. Other way around. Yep, track to the camera, please. Positive Z. I forgot I'm also using AGX. I should probably switch to standard. Skin tones. There we go. Skin tones now match. Ooh, here's something I don't like. Look at that. I didn't know this was a thing. Well. This is index base L. It shouldn't be moving this, but it is moving this for some reason. It's weird. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just this is just positioned in a really awkward one. Oh, because I have wrist movement. Okay. That's a little annoying. I guess it's fine for now. No, it's not fine. Let's fix this. Something if I move this. No, it's there is just generally an issue there. Is it with this? Yeah, when I rotate this for some reason, it does that. Oh, but why? I'm assuming if I wait up, I mean, it's still a bit of an issue here. I guess I'm just gonna keep this locked in like this. But you're not supposed to rotate, or you're not supposed to move when I rotate you, which is really weird. Yeah, what? Okay, let's figure this out because this is a big problem. Index base L. Let me remove all of this. Okay, now. Okay, now this is fine. So that means it must be one of these things. One of these things is causing an issue. I'm just gonna assume it's index. It's this index. Save. Investigate. No, it has to be this one. This one has to be the issue. Go. Oh, wait, that's R. Let's do the L version. There we go, look at that. That's the issue. Okay, here's the thing, right? We never wanted to go forward. So I should just make this 0. Right. Thumb base. Index top L. Oh, sorry, index base. We're just gonna make it sure it's 0. Middle base is 0. Thumb base SL 0. Thumb base dot L 0. Index top, index base, middle base, ring base 0. Pinky base 0. Okay, that should fix all issues. So now when I rotate you, yeah, there we go. Doesn't happen again. Nice. All right, and we are now, I think, officially done. Oops. That's actually maybe we should just put a pen in there. Let's put a small little pen on our hands. a brush, but here. Okay. Oh, Trishkin, is this a com? No, this is not a commission. I made a Hutao once, and Prismarine was like, "You should make Ayaka," and I was like, "I'll make it if you make the hair." And he's like, "Bet." So I made the costume, he made the hair, and we have Ayaka now. Go in for the hair textures. Hello, Lysander. Welcome to the stream. Anything else I can do? I don't think again. Besides, I really want to do this now. I can always do this later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it later. I don't really want to do it right now. This one actually I can just turn off the subdivisions. No, subdivisions is not very useful here. And also, holy, that is a terrible texture. Why does it look like that? It just looks terrible. That's why. Let's move this down here so it's a bit more manageable. Size -1. This, yeah, that's better. I don't think there's anything else I can do to make this better. I think that is pretty good as is. Yeah, nothing is overlapping. I think you need a solidify modifier. Yeah, we're good here. I'm missing like a little bit of things like belt. Oh wait, no, I forgot we had to do the ribbon, right? The ribbon. What else? That's about it. If it's just the ribbon, I can always do it another day. Ribbon on her feet. I do not want to do that, honestly. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Her head is proportionally bigger in Minecraft, so what happens if I scale it down just a little bit so it matches? I think it's okay. Okay, and then I'll wait for Prismarine. I'll do another render with the lighting. I have cycles. Let's try to do some rendering stuff here. I'm gonna turn off that. Wait, this glows? Wait, since when do you glow? No, you're not supposed to glow, bro. It's cool that you glow, but you're not supposed to be glowing. Right, and then we're gonna use a area light, scene lights. So if we just do a quick study of this, we notice there's a shadow right here. Right, that means the light is coming from this direction. And we can also tell by the rim lights that the light is coming from this direction. And oh, that's all the information I get, so. You also have to have a very strong rim light, so I'm gonna go add a track constraint camera Z minus. Yeah, change it to a sun lamp. Yeah, look at that. Right, so we have the rim lights. We're gonna make this a little bit orange. Too orange though. Also, because we can't see a lot of things, we're gonna have to add I have to go AGX here. Also, we need to increase the saturation here a little bit. Duplicate again. Rotate to the side. Give this a much weaker. Give it 2. Okay, hide this. I also want her hair, her eyes to glow. Give her glowing eyes, please. See, customization, glowing textures, boom. A little too much glow. Let's lower the glow a little bit. You're not supposed to have any bounces, so let's reduce the bounces to 0. There we go. Also, yeah, we're gonna need to change this because once it starts bouncing with this, the world, it starts becoming a little different. Just a tiny bit more orange, I guess. There we go, just to add a bit more saturation to her skin. Okay, I want to add a floor lane because I need something to bounce up to light up the underside, because otherwise it'd be just completely dark. And changing this angle will change how much goes down there. This is fine. Don't like this though. That's because of subdivision, or yeah, it's mostly because of that. But I mean, nothing I can change about that. It's just how my rig is made, so leave it as is. And then we'll take this sun lamp and give it a nice orange tint to give that a sunset edge. Increase the exposure. Lights. Adds a little bit of blue glow here. The area lap set. Lower the exposure. Yeah, increase the strength a little bit just so we have some background lighting. Ayaka, no, Ayaya, yes, indeed. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Right, this is about as good as I can do. It becomes shit when I go into standard. It's not shit, but it's like not as good if I go into standard. AGX, turn off this Ayaka image, and then just go for there we go. Got the side here so we can compare. Up. Pretty good. Why green hair though? Because I'm not the one doing the hair textures. That's Prismarine's job. So we're waiting for him to finish the hair texture, and then I just plop it in, you know? Yeah, that's why there's green hair at the moment. So this one might need to be a little bit more. A little bit more thickness. Set this to 0 and 0.02. 0.02. 0. Let me grab my craft. Okay, time to do mouth. Alright. Is it connected? I hope it's connected. Oh, it's not connected. Shoot. We are connected in. Let's do this last step before I go ponder in my bed about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. A lot of stuff to do. Look, where is my grease pencil mouth? Grease pencil frame. Okay, we're gonna do a dope sheet. Pencil, add a. Oh, and we're gonna use surface. I'm going to select this as the color. Slightly. Oh, perfect. And here we're supposed to do this multiply anyway, so. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, we'll use regular then. Right, and then we just change the thickness. You can barely see that. Honestly, wait. Don't I just use... Yeah, okay, dude, that's smarter. Let's make this a bit more smoother. Where is stroke? Tools. There you go, stroke. Processing smooth. Oh. I don't want her smile to be too large. We're gonna look a little weird. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this sun lamp. The one at the bottom. Get a bit blue. Bit of okay, and I think we should call it a day. It's good work. I'll update you guys once Prismarine has finished the hair, and I'll do a little art pose, make sure all of the things are matching with this, and I also have to do the bow as well. But I'll do that off stream. Don't really care about the bow that much. It's just quite a bit of them. They're all different shapes, so I can't just copy paste this one into this, which is very unfortunate for me. But yeah, once I finish everything, I'll probably release this into Gumroad alongside the Hutarig. People can download it and use it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this stream. I think I've been streaming for quite a bit actually. I ended up streaming for 3 hours. Okay. Well, thank you guys for hopping by tonight, and I will see you guys sometime in the future. I'm not sure what I'm going to stream next. I'm not really sure what to stream next because I got a few things to do. But anyway, thank you guys, and